Live from Indianapolis Colts camp, starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, Daniel Jones. DJ,
what's up, guys? How we doing?
Dimes, how we doing? How we feeling? Healthy? Every report that I'm hearing is that you look very comfortable post-Achilles. Now, obviously, knock on wood with everything, but have you felt limited? Have you felt wide open? Like, where do you feel at this stage of your recovery? And congrats on getting back and feeling this way.
Appreciate it. Yeah, feeling good. I'm feeling good. I think every week I feel a little bit better, building up the reps and just kind of the load on it. So I'm feeling good. No limitations and feeling like I'm getting around pretty well.
Okay, so we watched a couple guys post Achilles, and it was either they were naturally more stiff or mentally a little bit more stiff. And then we saw Tatum come back. We're watching Tyrese come back. We don't know if there's something that has happened over the last couple of years, seemingly, with these Achilles. But what is the limitation for you? Is it a mental limitation? Is there a physical limitation? Or do you feel like you're right back to before you broke your leg the week before the Achilles, because you did break your other leg as well last year, coming off a broken leg and a torn Achilles. But do you feel like the athlete you were before those injuries last year, or do you think there is still some room to kind of continue to grow back to it?
Yeah, I feel really good. I'd say maybe there's a little bit of progress still to be made. I think just kind of like the overall conditioning of it and building up your kind of workload on it, and through the course of a training camp, I'll continue to feel better. But like I said, I don't have any limitations. I feel quick. I feel like I can get out of the pocket. I can move around in the pocket well and all that stuff. So I think there's still, there's a process to it, but I feel really good. Okay, that's my next question. You started answering it there towards the end. White boy still got a little motion, it sounds like, because I'll tell you what, that is a huge deal for this offense, I think. How many times have you thought back to the beginning of last season through this camp and kind of project like where you are as an offense as a whole, not just you, versus when you guys were the number one offense in the NFL for the first half of the NFL season last year by far? How much are you comparing to those days or thinking about those days? Yeah, I mean, I think you think about it. I think coming out of camp last year, we felt really good. We had a good camp, and we were prepared for the season. Started fast. We're executing well. So, I think that process and kind of a lot of the things we were doing throughout camp worked. So, you want to kind of use that, but also understand it's a different team, it's a different year, and you've got to start over and building that. So, with all that in mind, I think we're doing well. I think offensively, scheme-wise, what we're doing, kind of how we're moving along, I think we're able to get a little bit more advanced a little earlier. And now we're at the point in camp where most of your offense is in, the install's in, and you're playing off of that. You're playing off of some of the stuff you're seeing from our defense. They're adjusting to what we're doing, and kind of there's a good back and forth there as you're working through this part of training camp. Okay, so the big conversation outside looking in on the Colts is like, who the hell are you going to throw the ball to? Go ahead, Todd.
Yeah, Daniel, obviously you don't want to, go an extended period without Alec Pierce after you guys pay him. It's very evident he's going to be kind of the number one guy. But with him being out and kind of recovering this offseason, do you feel like you've been able to kind of bring the other receivers and tight ends along a little bit quicker, and you've been able to develop some more rapport with those guys, and you kind of just overall feel more comfortable with every pass catcher you have at your disposal?
Yeah, for sure. I think we've had a lot of guys step up. I think, everyone knows Tyler Warren, Josh Downs, both are going to be really big parts of our offense. Those guys have had great camps. And then Ashton Doolin, Laquan Treadwell, Nick Westbrook, a ton of guys that have stepped up and played really well to this camp. So that's been good. I think a lot of guys have gotten reps, and we feel comfortable, confident with all those guys.
Yeah, nobody's talking about the upside to Pierce maybe not being able to go.
Yeah,
it's the other reps that everybody else is getting.
The other guys. Next man up.
Yeah, not just the other. These are NFL superstar guys about to be a wide receiver for Danny fucking Dimes guys.
Yeah,
these
the
are
other ones. I see him now. I don't want to see him in September.
Well, all right. All right. He doesn't mean that, Dimes. He doesn't mean that. I do want to see Alec.
Game record.
Did you see those highlights right there?
Yeah.
Hi. I mean, he was. Yeah, he was up.
He only looks like 6 months away from that. Whoa.
I have, according to my source, he's a naturally stiff walker too. Like he's not like a super free walker. Dimes, this is what we do for a living. You know how you play football for a living? We look at videos that are put on the internet, inch by inch, frame by frame, to see whether or not we think, as non-doctors, a guy's going to be on the field in a few weeks because that's how desperate we are for NFL football. So just know that is happening out here in the wild. Okay, I hope you know that. A man that you mentioned there as guys that are absolute studs for you is a Sasquatch. Actual, we saw him in college, and last year he was spectacular. Go ahead, Con, man.
Yeah, Dahn, we're all pretty juiced up for Tyler Warren this year, just to see what he has become. What has been the biggest change in his development from year 1 to year 2? Obviously, coming in as a rookie might be a lot, taking everything in and figuring out the NFL. But where do you see him now, and what are kind of the biggest differences between year 1 and year 2 for Tyler Warren so far?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say there's huge differences. I think he's just a guy who gets better. When he has a rep or has a certain play or gets a certain look, he's someone who remembers it and kind of does it from here on out, does it, differently, learns from it and makes progress. So he's just built up a number of reps and just a really smart football player, aware, knows where the space is, knows how to use leverage and get open. I mean, he's huge for one. He makes contested catches, all that stuff. So, it's a lot of the stuff he did well last year. I'd say he's doing it even better so far this year.
Hey, you better watch it. He'll take snaps, too. He'll get your ass a Wally Pitt. He'll get your ass out of there. I love that you're healthy, dude. I'm so happy for you. That had to be a miserable. Sorry, you probably had a super positive mindset. Okay, so don't let us bring you down, please. But from outside looking in, playing best ball, best team,
better offensive stats than the Peyton Manning era. Think about that.
Best of all time, and then it all gets kind of taken away from you with a broken leg and then a torn Achilles. But I guess that's all just fuel, right? Is that what was your mindset through it all? Just I got to beat today. What? How do we get back there?
Yeah, I mean, I think initially, it was pretty tough there in Jacksonville in the locker room going in, realizing kind of what had happened. And like you said, the season we had going leading up to that, definitely a hard drop off there. But, you gotta turn around pretty quick. I think I did that and realized that I would be back. It was just a matter of time and putting in the work. And I think, I've had a couple of these rehabs now. I think if you do the work and pretty much do what they tell you to do, you'll be all right. It just takes a little time.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, there's a life lesson in there somewhere. You fucking listen. Somebody ain't listening. Last question here, Dimes. We appreciate you. Got D-Bud.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a long time, obviously, since you were taking your first snaps as a rookie quarterback. And Fox, if you could throw that graphic up, we were talking about the young guys. We're talking about overreacting or reacting from these young guys and what we're seeing in these preseason games. What was the biggest benefit and what were you looking for early on in your career when you hit these preseason games as a young rookie quarterback? And then kind of where are you now? What are you trying to get from the preseason now in year 8?
Yeah, I mean, I think in being a rookie in the preseason, I think just the taking the first snap and making sure everything goes off smooth, you're executing well, running the offense, kind of operating were the biggest things that I remember looking for. And I think it's similar now. I think that's just kind of the way the preseason is, whether you're in training camp at joint practice or whether you're getting into the games. I think it's operating smoothly, executing well. Nothing in the preseason is going to be overly complicated or overly schemed up. So it's about, can you execute the basic stuff well in a competitive environment.
How do you feel about doing that now? You feel like you're executing the basic stuff? Is everything basic stuff now? Is that where we're at?
No, I think we're past the basic stuff at this point in training camp. We're into it. We got the Falcons coming in this week, so they do a lot of good stuff defensively. Got some good scheme for us, so we'll have to be ready for. But yeah, I think we're at a good spot.
It's awesome. D-But's coming up to practice.
Hell yeah!
Nice. What day are you going?
Wednesday.
Joint practice here against the Falcons.
Are you go?
What's that?
We're going, yeah.
Boots on the ground. We'll have reporters there live with our own cameras, so that we can post the highlights from the Colts as well in these joint practices.
Wins, yeah.
Yeah, we need some one-on-one wins on the internet. Stat. All right, Dimes, know that every single play of these joint practices, we're all overreacting to. Good luck. Don't lose any of them. You're the man.
Appreciate y'all. Thanks, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Dimes.
I love that man.
Yeah, pumped for you to experience camp.